Hey everybody, this is Mr. Payton. Here's another episode of Mr. Payton Stories. The next one I'm going to talk about is Tomahawk. I was at Tomahawk for the longest of any of my tenures. I was there for 10 years. 9 of those years I taught first grade, and 1 year I taught second. And I have one special group, they're back here behind me, where I actually taught them for 2 years. I was in first grade with them, and then I moved on to second grade with them. Shouts out to Adriana, Lizzie, Lyric. That's just a couple of students I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sorry for everybody, but I didn't list all your names. Those are just 3 names that came to mind really quick. Oh, and Anissa. These are like the girls who gave me the most trouble or bothered me the most, whatever. You know, they were very cute. They were first and second graders at the time. But I had this thing I would do around Christmas time. I knew that not everybody, you know, for religious reasons or whatever reasons, didn't celebrate Christmas. So I had to come up with some way that I could still have some fun with the kids. Now, I always made sure everybody got a gift. So like I would get like Hot Wheels cars to the boys or the little dolls and girls or what's it, you know, just whatever, just small things. But I was like, how can I deliver it to them without it being just, you know, normal, wrapping up your present, whatever. So I came up with this Grinch idea. And at the time, if you guys who went to Tomahawk, you know who I'm talking about. My main man, one of my favorite, and one of the best teachers I've ever been around, Henry Clifford, Mr. Clifford. Mr. Clifford taught in the older grades, but he had kind of a raspy voice, and it was perfect for the Grinch. So I had convinced my class that the Grinch was going to bring them presents if they behaved. You know, and they were like, well, how does the Grinch get them? Well, and I told them that the Grinch stole the presents. And so, you know, I had this whole narrative going. Remember, I'm teaching first grade, everybody, so, you know, it works at that grade level. I had one kid, he was just a skeptic. He said, there's no Grinch. You know, what are you talking about? Grinch isn't real. So I got Mr. Clifford to call my room with the Grinch voice, and I put that kid on the phone. Let me tell you something right now. That kid was so scared and behaved so well for the next couple of days because Mr. Clifford and I had him convinced that the Grinch was real. So when the day came, I want to say it was like, always did it on a Thursday because I knew some kids wouldn't be there on Friday for the last day before winter break. So that day before winter break, the Grinch called the classroom and said, I have dropped off your presents. You know, and so the office staff called and said the Grinch dropped off the presents. So I sent that young man up there. And I mean, he sprinted, broke every rule we had on campus, ran all the way up there because he was trying to see the Grinch. And so he brought back the big bag. It was a red bag, like a Santa bag. It had the presents in there. And I said, did you see the Grinch? He says, no, he must have got away. He said, but we really have presents. So the kids opened the presents. And that was just one of those years, but it was just one of my fond memories because I had so much fun getting into character and having fun with the kids. Again, it didn't feel materialistic. It didn't feel like the kids were all about the presents. It was all about the fun of this narrative. And so that's one of the things I really enjoyed about teaching younger students is we got to get into such characters and we had so much fun that they legitimately forgot we were learning. We had a ball, whether it was math, reading or writing. I made sure that there was a narrative to why we were doing what we were doing, and everybody bought in. So really had a great time, and it's just fun to reminisce about those things. And again, I look back here. I'm see if I can find that class. Where are they at? Let's see. Okay, so here's the first year with that group, 2002, 2003, and then the second year with that group, 2003, 2004. But a lot of fun with those kids. So any of you who happen to see this video, I'm sure you'll remember some of the stuff I'm talking about. Not necessarily your class with the Grinch and Mr. Clifford, but just the whole Grinch thing and how we used to do Christmas. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like the video and subscribe. See you later.